got rhythm already. Let's hear it sing. Get me to sing. Get me. Did you want to sing? What? Sure. Well, get you to sing, Kay.
Hello everybody, this is Lenny Matthews in the LMS Extra Extra Show, and we're at Sister's Uptown bookstore. Oh, my favorite place. In fact, the last black bookstore in Harlem. That's all we're going to leave it at. We ain't stepping on no toes. But one thing about I love coming up to Sisters, I meet a lot of interesting people. Happened to bump into this young lady a few minutes ago. I thought she was a high school kid. We're going to get a chance to get acquainted with her. You and I going to get acquainted with her in 1 minute. And give me your name, my friend.
Shavonda Horsley.
Shavonda Horsley. And where are you originally from?
Dallas, Texas, born and raised.
Dallas, Texas. They had the big. You're from Big D. Why away at Big D? Oh, I'm going to give third-party letters on that. They have this. How long you been in Dallas? How long you been there?
I was born and raised there, so all my life, and then I went to college at the University of Minnesota, Twin Cities.
Twin City. Oh, from the Big D. And it's kind of warm down there, right?
Yeah.
And you go to the University of Minnesota, Minneapolis, and St. Paul. And you be freezing up there, right?
Yes, it is very cold.
Oh my goodness. What did you major in while you up there?
I majored in acting, and I minored in African and African American studies.
African American studies. Why do you think that's so important, African American studies?
Oh, well, like this ring says, the Sankofa ring.
Yes.
It's important to go back and fetch what you left behind. So in order for us as black people, I believe, it's important to learn about our history, know our history, in and out. That way we can progress and move forward, know what we're, going for in the future. Keep our eyes on the prize.
Many times, like they said, some of the things are going on up here, like in New York City, I guess in other places around the country too. We're having a lot of shootings and carrying on, and we're doing it in each other. And there's so many ingredients, why we're doing these things. But also too, one of the things, we don't know our history,
right,
where we came from. We have a lot of people, a lot of blacks who contribute to this country, right?
Yes. And because we don't know our history, a lot of people don't know what they're capable of doing, or what black people are capable of doing. The farthest they can go back in their history is slavery, and they don't want to look at that or examine that, or what even comes before that. And so a lot of people walk around still ignorant.
Well, sort of ignorant to the fact, because no matter if you're black and where you came from, that boat made some stops along the way.
Right.
They dropped some in America, they dropped some in Haiti, they dropped some in the West Indies, they dropped down in South America, the Central America, Panama. The boat made stops. That's I like what you're doing, my sister.
Thank you.
Oh. What is your favorite meal? What do you love to eat?
Oh, it's my favorite meal.
What they serve down there in the Big D?
In the Big D? Well, that's interesting that you asked me that, because I'm actually vegan. And so a lot of people tease me. They say, how are you going to be vegan or vegetarian and you live in Texas? Because they love barbecue. On every occasion, there's barbecue or a fish fry or something like that happening down there. So
Dallas, Dallas is home of another place too, the TV show.
Yeah.
Have you ever been past the South Fork Ranch?
Oh, no, I haven't been down there.
Okay. My favorite TV show, Dallas. All right, you at the dirt. Oh, now we pay royalties again to somebody. Here we go again, pay royalties to somebody.
Yeah.
Dallas, that place have a rich history.
Yes.
Unfortunately, back in November 22nd, 1963, I think will always remember this. I was a young guy at that time, and President Kennedy was assassinated down in Dallas. Do they have a memorial for him down there?
Oh, most definitely. The JFK, there's like a museum down there where you can go, and it just walks you through the entire day. Oswald and where he was supposed to be, where he was, shooting him. There's an X on the street where the car was passing and everything, and and a lot of people might be familiar with it, nowadays. Younger people, because of a popular music video that came out that Erykah Badu did.
Yeah, Erykah Badu. That's right. Dallas lady too. Also too, you have another, I believe, another Dallas person who's in Dallas, Texas, Tom Joyner, right?
Yes, Tom.
Oh, that gentleman gives so much to the black colleges.
Oh, most definitely. Oh, yes.
I like his show. He will play back up here in New York. But I'm gonna get in that. But I love him though, because like I mentioned, he gives so much to the black college, and he believed it, because he went to a black college himself.
Yes.
Tuskegee.
Yes.
And I just love the man. How you like it in New York?
Wow. Well, New York is quite an interesting place.
Why?
The people. They just make the experience. They really do. And different places like this one, that I haven't been fortunate enough to
you gotta wait for
into.
You gotta wait for the tourist traps, huh?
Yeah, I did. But quite interesting, and just there's a spicy flavor of people here, because people are coming from all over the world, and are coming into New York to build themselves up and their families.
Are you planning to build yourself up here in New York, or what are you planning to do?
Well, actually, since I went to school in Minnesota, I plan on working there and just building up the contacts and the networks that I've made there, and then branching out to New York later on.
How about the film festivals?
The film festival, well, Dallas, Texas, that's my home, and so that's where I plan on, raising my family. We got the Dallas Black Film Festival down there, and so I'm, constantly, working on that. That's something that I'm a part of.
You're part of that, right?
Yes. Myself and
because I don't think it's very important for us to portray ourselves on the screen.
Oh, most definitely, and that's a part of the reason why we exist. Not only to give black filmmakers, an opportunity to show another side of black people, to show another a side of us, but also to educate people about ourselves, give another perspective out there.
Because in India, they have a place called, I think over in India, called Bollywood. You know
Mm-hmm. Yes.
And they make in some cases they make more movies than Hollywood.
Yeah.
But and it's catered, to the people in India and people around the world. You think that's a good idea?
I do think it's a good idea, and I think it would be incredible if there was a Black Hollywood. There are a lot of stars, and this is a question that comes up, constantly working in black film. Why aren't we, working to have our own? Why we don't have our own? Or,
well,
we do have Tyler Perry, who has his own studio, which is amazing and awesome. I'm very, proud of that brother that he has that. No matter the conflict between him and another filmmaker
we won't mention his name.
I love, so
you don't get no free blood. Go ahead.
But it's important that we do own our own and have our own. That way we can be overseeing the image of black people that is put out there. Because how can we complain about the images that we see when we don't have any power over that? This is somebody else's stuff. This is somebody else's stuff. They can do whatever they want.
I was just reading an article a few minutes ago. They were talking about, they had a meeting at the Operation Push Rainbow, and they mentioned about the slow death of the black media. Because a lot of the reasons, like we have, like in New York, How many great black radio stations y'all have in Dallas, Texas?
I think there might. And Dallas is really specific. I think we might have one somewhere. Maybe.
Okay, because what I'm aiming at is that there's a demise of black radio stations, whereas we cannot get our message out. And it's seeping in every day of the week. You always hear another casualty. Right. You think it's so important for us to own
it's very
own
important.
and operate?
It's vital. It's vital because if we don't, then somebody else is controlling the minds and the image that the younger generation is going to see and grows up knowing.
I remember Dr. King back in the 60s. I don't know you were born back then. You were a youngin'. But that's how he got his message out. He didn't text nobody. He didn't go on Facebook. I'm not knocking these places, but they didn't have those things back in those days. Right. And the only media that he really had was black radio to get his message out. And we need black radio, more than that. We're not segregating, I listen to other stations too, but I like to listen to mine. I like to have that feel, that hometown feel when I listen.
And
to
everybody else has theirs. So and that's a whole other issue, because then you have this separatist view in the black community on whether or not we should have our own, or why we have to have our own. Why can't be with everybody else, other people, when there are plenty of other ethnic groups that have their own and maintain their own and work with other people as well. But it seems to be a huge issue in the black community as to whether or not that's okay. And so we're separated on that, which I think is really unfortunate. But it's important for us to have our own and at the same time respect and work with other people as well. But we do need our own.
What are your plans? What do you plan to do?
I plan to work successfully as an actress, own my own theater one day, and just walking in the footsteps of black theaters that existed successfully.
Because black theater, that's how some of the stars became big stars, because they started in the black theater. My, how we forget. Very fast too. We talk about senior moment. We have our don't remember your history moment. On that note, I'd like to thank you so much, and have a little talk here on the LMS extra show, and we hope to see you again soon.
Almost definitely.
And that name, please.
Shavonda Horsley.
Remember that name, and we'll be right back.
You're on TV now.